Well, I've got it 2-0 in favor of Pacquiao. In spite of that nice counterpunch we saw by 1 minute off marquez. Here we go to round 3. And getting Brandon Gardner in. Judges Adelaide Bird, Steve Weisfeld from New Jersey, and John Keith from the UK. I started to tell you, as we settled into the fight, there was a lot of controversy about who would judge this fight. Only one Nevada judge, and that's Adelaide Bird. And none of the previous judges from Nevada were allowed to judge this fight. Ron DeBuck, the president of Top Rank Boxing, decided he wanted the judges to get together and explain exactly to each other how they're going to score this fight, which they did today. Ordinarily, judges don't get together and talk before the fights at all.
One of the things Manny worked on a lot at the wild card sitting with Freddie Rhodes was moving to his right to stay away from Marquez's right hand. Thus far, he's moving completely in the opposite direction. He's circling to the left, and he's allowing Marquez to time him for that right hand.
But you know, you've heard Freddie say in previous fights, you know, we trained for this, we did this, and then he went back to doing what he wants to do. Fighters, once the bell's done, they gotta do what they want to do. And he's fighting the way he always does fight. Let's see if at any time that he's trying to move a little bit to the right. A little bit better out for Marquez this time.
And he's waiting a little too long to get off.
He is, but the question to me is he waiting or can he get off? That's my question.
And that's a very good question, Mark. Because if he he's got Pacquiao for the first time in 4 fights. Manny's knocked down by overhead right hand. Takes the power of Warren Marquez for the first time. Manny Pacquiao hits the camera for this. Georgia takes down in the 4th fight. So Pacquiao did get knocked down. That's what Marquez wanted. On his legs back. This is the one thing everybody has been waiting to see. Whether Marquez actually could hurt Manny Pacquiao. He did it. Just with a straight right hand. It was powerful. And it wasn't as if Manny just swelled out. He literally dropped. It was a big right hand by Marquez. But what he hasn't done in the last few fights is go after Manny. And he's not doing it now either. He's reverting back to the counterpuncher.
The Glenn Torkey really needed to go after Manny when he hurt him. Because he definitely hurt Manny. Manny's legs still look heavy. He's got big legs to begin with. But they look very heavy as he tries to run with it a bit. And people are cheering Marquez. We got a surprise this time, folks, as if we did the first 3 times. Look at these guys loading up shots. Pick up the bell and look there and one. Wow, how about that at the battle? Our target on the first 2. Still even again after Freddie with a knockdown.
And I think right now they've got to be worried at Manny's corner. Because they really didn't think that Marquez could hurt Manny. And there's that overright looping hand that caught Manny straight. Right on the right side of his face. Here it is again. Right over Manny's left hand. And Manny seems stunned. Surprised.
Oh, he had everything wrong with that, didn't he?
And you know what? Not only does this give confidence to Marquez, but Manny hasn't been rocked like that as far as I can remember.
I don't remember it ever. Never. All right, we go to round 3. So much for what I felt that Marquez was lethargic. He might be a little bit sore, but he found a right spot for that right hand, which was the jaw of Manny Pacquiao. He took it and he did get it off.
You know what? I don't know if this has any bearing into what's going to happen later on or how they feel after the fight. But it's a small victory for Juan Manuel Marquez. He knows that he put Manny Pacquiao on the canvas. whether he wins or not, that is a small victory for Marquez.
It's a small victory for him, but he wants the definitive victory. He wants to drop him again and again if he has to. But, you know, you pointed out another thing. I mean, that after he knocked him down, he didn't assault him. He went back to counterpunching. And here they really, you know, this is scientific what they're doing right now. They're trying to figure each other out. Manny doesn't want to walk into this right hand, and you just mentioned that he's not really able to avoid that big right hand. These are knockouts between rounds 3 and 6 for both fighters. 17 to Pacquiao, and Marquez for his 10.
Well, this also may make Manny be a little bit more cautious and not as aggressive as he wanted to be. Because now that he's facing Marquez's power, he might stay on the outside a little bit more.
Well, I took in the first couple rounds of being a bit lethargic. His shoulders are so much heavier and so much bigger that he's definitely a dead power. There's no question about that. And he's a great counterpuncher, so he doesn't have to be as quick as a normal fighter would be because he's such a great counterpuncher.
Marquez is a very intelligent fighter as well. He's not going to commit mistakes that lead Manny to take advantage of something that might send Marquez to the canvas.
And nobody's winning this round, by the way. This is one of the real close rounds of the fight. And no matter how this goes, unless somebody's definitive in the last 49, 48 seconds of this round.
Well, I think that Marquez has landed a couple of good shots. He landed a really hard, stiff jab a minute ago that moved Manny.
It's Manny with a combination that steals ground when you see a combination like that. But again, professional boxing is the hurt business. Those 3 heavy punches that Marquez landed, for me, would be enough to give him the round at this point with 20 seconds to go in round number 4.
I myself always ask myself to be redundant at the end of the round. Which guy would I want to beat at the end of that round? Right now, I think I may have wanted to see Marquez so far.
And I will too. He walked into another right-handed Manny. Downstairs goes Marquez, and he landed a shot.